Hello there assassins, ghouls and ghosts of Phantom Manor. Welcome back to part number 12 in how to build the Phantom Manor ride in Minecraft. So in part 11 we built this long area here, this sort of double-sided track with your ghosts and skeletons on both sides of the railway. Railway, track, it's just a track. And then we go down here, and in part 12 we're going to be building the heads down here. Over this way we have more skeletons sort of peeking out of the bushes. Not supposed to be that creepy. We have one over here as well, one in a coffin. We have the one hanging from the ceiling, and the drummer up over here, one of my favourite ones in the ride. We also have this long area to do over here, and then we get into the next, well, technically the final section of the Phantom Manor ride. Now what I'm going to try and do today, guys, is teach you this area. So from here, and then we're going to go all the way around to this section here. Now then, fingers crossed we can get it all done. If I wrap up this intro quick, then we can. I'll just talk for hours. Yeah, it's going to be really long and probably quite tricky. So if you do need to pause the video at any point in the tutorial, remember it's always there for your use. Ask me any questions you may have in the comments down below, and let's get some materials to start building Phantom Manor Part 12. Let's go for it. Okay then assassins, so we come to our first step in building Part 12. You need to take yourself some chiseled nether bricks, and it is of course going to be laying out the track. So, as we built before, we have this section here. Now what I'd like to do is I'd like to go next to my sort of this one, so it's in line with the tree over there. I'm going to go next to it and just knock this out. And then I'm going to remove the track here, all the way around until I reach just to here where we have these 4 blocks. So I'm going to just remove these ones like so, and then remove this. I'll be right back. So now that we have done that and we have this horrible dirt sort of path going that way, that is actually going to help us out, so don't worry about that. You're going to need to go backtracking to your tree area. So we have these 2 blocks exposed. Let's remove them and place them up here instead. Those 2 like so. Then we'll go back up for 3 here. So we have these 2 at the bottom just like so. So 1 is in line with the branch and 1 goes to the branch further back. Then we'll go 3 up here. So once again, remember you go back in this way. And this one just here, this one and this one, these are going to be 2. So you're going to count these as 1 and 2. So these mean, 2 lots of 3 just here. Now we want 9 lots of these 3. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 up here, like so. So just go double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That is wonderful. So the next thing to do just here is to go up from the 9th one, and we want to build really far along, just up this way. And to do that, we come down to this one, so the second one in the middle of this 3, and we'll go ahead and place 2 just here. Remember, it's going to be worth 2 because obviously ground level is here, and we need to build 2 blocks up from ground level. Now this one is going to be our number 1 for this long track that goes to the left. So we're going to need 13 of these. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and build it up for the 2 to be in line with the rest of the track like so. And now we can go ahead and build this one further up and 1 block past it on the 13th, so on the 14th technically, like so. And then that way this one will go back up into another sort of diagonal track that is going to go up this way and then eventually connect to this one, but of course that is also out of line, but for now we can keep it there. We're going to work on a bit at a time. So on this one up here you can go for 1, this is a new one, and we want 4 of these ones. 1, 2, 3, and 4, like so. So now you just want to connect these up into a nice pattern like so. So now you have basically like 2 blocks worth of things just there, and every single corner will be worth 3 going to the left. This one included up here, like so. But the top 2 up here are actually going to be needing to connect to everything else. So these very top ones are going to be worth 5 blocks in length. So we can do 2 more just in the end of this one, and then you can bring this one further along to there, and that is actually ready for the next step. We're going to keep that all there for now because we don't need to mess with it, but no, that is perfect. We've done that very well. So now we have the track laid out for the rest of this sort of underground section just here. Perfect. And remember, that track will not be there later on. Alright, we're ready to grab some new materials. Now then guys, I just learned a very valuable lesson. Once again, it is best to check your dimensions and everything like that, making sure you've got everything in working order. Now this was completely my fault, but we have just missed one section of the track here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and here, we have ourselves, it was supposed to be 9, but we only have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, which means that we built on this one instead of the one to the left, which is actually not too big a deal, but it will become a bigger deal later on. So we're going to go ahead, knock that one through, and everything upon this right side, so just here, and then we'll sort of, switch it up to make it how it should be. So this is going to be the 9th one just here instead now, and then we're going to move everything along to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops, that's 10 because we need to connect that one. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like so. So now we just start the track here, and we build up on the inside of this one instead, like this. Knock out that one so we can still have the 5 in here. 5 at the top there, which is awesome, which is what is necessary. And then we have that just there. Perfect. Okay, phew. Sorry about that, guys. I built on the outside instead of the inside. We need it to be on the inside, just so we can have these 9 blocks diagonally here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Phew. Okay then, so the other materials I have in my inventory are some blackstone, some netherrack, some dead tube coral fan, some bedrock, some blackstone slabs, and now we're going to go ahead and build the walls surrounding the perimeter of the track here. So to make a start with our walls, we'll take blackstone. We're going to go to this 4 blocks just here, so the one closest to the back of the dripstone just here. And we want to build this one into a 7 block long shape. So we have 4. We're going to go 5, 6, 7 down here from the floor upwards, and it's going to be in line with as the track goes back around this way. Now then, every single wall is going to be the exact same height as before. So bear that in mind when we get round to the other side. So there we go, we have these in like so. The next thing to do is to take 1 diagonally just here. Then we're going to go 5 to the left diagonally. That's 4, 5. And build these up to the exact same height as the previous ones. Now then, what I might do, guys, to save some time so we can build the entire rest of the section, is I'm going to mark it out and then you guys build up to the same height as this one. I think that'll be much more quicker, much more faster even, and more effective as well, and hopefully less boring. So we're going to go ahead and build diagonally for 2, just singular ones like so, up from the 5 that is. Then we'll go for a corner of 3. Then we want to go up for 3. Then we want to go up for 2. Then 2 singular ones. Then 2. Then we're going to come from the 2 and we're going to go back in just here for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that should be 3 blocks away from this section of track. Then we're going to go diagonally for 2 just here from the 5 and back out. Back in and up for 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we want to go for 2 diagonally just up there, like so. Perfect. Now the next thing to do is to go to the other side of track. This one is going to be in line with kind of the second corner, so this one just here. We'll go a space here, this one, and then up just here. So we're literally past this section of the track as well. Just double checking everything's looking okay. It looks to be so far. We're going to build this one along for 11 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then we want to do 5 lots of singular ones, and we're going to make it to next to the tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. And that will go into the one behind that one, which is fine by me. Yep, that looks all good so far. Then we're going to go ahead and build ourselves down for 3 next to the tree. 1, 2, 3. Again, this is where we're going to have to do some cutting out of the wall, but we can still build these up. When I go off camera, we'll still build all of these walls upwards to the same layer as these ones, but when it comes to doing the decorations and stuff, we'll have to chop some pieces out. We'll do another one here, and there's going to be 4 lots of these ones next to the track. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's going to go along for 11 once again down here. Again, that's going to be a block away from the edge of the track just here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. And then there's just a singular one just there on the corner. Okay, that looks awesome so far. Now we're going to go ahead and build all of these walls upwards to the same height as these ones, and then we'll get to some details in a second. Let's go for it. Okay guys, so I've just grabbed myself 2 more materials just here. Some blackstone stairs and some blackstone walls. Now what we're going to try and do is kind of mould everything in the right shape, just so that we can go ahead and add in the details without having to worry about exterior lighting and the wall and all of that sort of stuff later down the line. So then we're going to come to the cragged sort of rock, the jagged, cragged, is that even a word? Rock over here. There's going to be a stair just up from this one, just here. There's going to be 2 blocks down from it with blackstone. Well, technically 1, 2 more just there next to the track. 1 just here with a slab on top or a stair on. Either or, doesn't really matter too much. We're going to do a slab down here next to the block on ground level. Well, new ground level. We'll do 2 more blackstone blocks under that one just there. Netherrack in this space here. We're going to come ahead and place ourselves a block of blackstone there with a stair on top, just there. Remember, this is kind of going to be in a pit now because it's going to be where the heads are sort of on their stands. We'll do ourselves it's a bit tricky to see, but I think it may be a block just... Ooh, this is going to be a bit awkward, isn't it? Okay, we might swap this stair out for a slab, and then we'll do ourselves, I want to say, an upside down stair just there. Like I said, this doesn't really matter too much, but I'm trying to keep it as accurate as possible to my original. And then we'll do a slab on top. We'll do a block over here, with another block down, and a slab in that one just there. And then over on this side, I'm going to do myself an upside down stair at the very top, with a block just besides it of blackstone. And then I'll probably do myself a stair back here, and then I'll do another stair. Ooh, let's go for a block actually, and then a stair on its side, sort of over that way, like so. Okay, bit awkward, to be honest. Then we'll leave a block space, and we'll go down here and place a stair that way. And then we'll do another stair going down that way, a slab just here, and then a slab right the way down here, or even just a block, that'll be fine. So let's just do that like so, then a slab there maybe, and blocks in there, so it kind of goes down like that. Looks really weird. Once it has all the leaves on it and stuff like that to make it look very overgrown, then it will look much, much better than what we're doing now. This is just kind of getting the shape semi-accurate at the moment, and then we can patch things up later on if we need to. But it's good to get the basic shape going. And it is difficult. Very, very difficult. So let's now go ahead, come up to here, and leave a 3 block space just up here. So we'll go right to the end, and we'll build 3 blocks down from the top there. We'll do 2 blocks here with a slab on top. Then I'm going to spin my picture around over here so I have a bit more of a look. I'm going to do myself a blackstone block, just a singular one there, and another singular one there. And then over here that will be filled up with some other bits and pieces, although I might build some blocks down straight to the bottom just there. So you can sort of see where we're going to add in some details for the heads there. Okay then, what I might do in a second is run across to the original one and just check where the head placements are, and then we can work the wall around the heads instead of the other way around, just to make it a bit easier for us. Fingers crossed it would be. So the next thing to do is to go down here next to your netherrack and build 2 blocks, well, 1 block above the surface, the new surface, so 3 blocks in total. 2 blocks here with a slab on top, and we're going to do this for about, let's go for 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then slabs on top of each of these. Over on this side we'll do ourselves 3 blocks, and then we'll do ourselves another 2 blocks with a slab on top. And now we're over near the pole, so we're going to do ourselves 2 blocks of blackstone, and then we're going to do ourselves 6 blackstone wall. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like so. Excuse me. So over here we're going to stick ourselves 2 blackstone behind it, with one to the right side, and that is where the dangling skeleton is going to sit merrily, just like so. Of course, this looks very, very close at the moment, doesn't it? But it's because we have all this wall in here. We'll sort that out in a second as well. That looks good for now. Behind this pole, you can actually go ahead and stick yourself a block just there. And then we'll do ourselves a stair going backwards, like so. This is eventually going to be connected to the wall back here. And it also separates the head area from the rest of the skeletons and ghouls that live around this sort of side. But for now, again, we can't really sort that out until we get some more stuff. Let's go to this section and start to build the drummer's sort of drumming platform. We'll build ourselves 1, 2, 3 stairs like so. I'm going to build myself a block in the middle of the stairs and then another stair just here. Then that is going to be right on the corner there. We may have to move that along in a sec, but for now that's okay. Okay, cool. Now we'll go up to this side over here, way at the end. We'll place ourselves a stair up here, just beside that one, with blocks right the way down to the bottom. Then we'll do ourselves a slab just on the block below the stairs but at the bottom of it, with blocks below again. Then we'll do ourselves a slab again, with blocks below it. Then we want to do ourselves a 1, 2, 3 blocks and then a slab just here, so it connects diagonally to that corner just about there. Although I might try and see if I can get it in this space instead. So like so, and then weave the wall around like so. Yeah, that looks a bit better, like that. Cool. Yeah, looking actually really, really cool. Good stuff. And then that way we can place ourselves 3 sort of lava blocks or magma blocks in there for next to track for the start of the next section. Now back along this wall, there's going to be some more details. So we're going to go right to the end of this one. So this 11 that we started before. We'll go from the ground up with 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks and a stair on top. We then want to come to this one and we're going to knock this pillar through. Just right the way there, that's fine. I'm not really sure what I was trying to do there, but we'll I'm sure we'll see later. I'm also going to knock this one just in the center through, leaving the top one. I'll go back here and add in myself 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just like so. Knocking that one through now. Coming up from the ground under the 3, I'll do 1, 2, and then I'm going to stick myself a block here with a stair on, like that. And now I can take out some of these blocks above. Just 2, how about that? Cool. Then we'll go to here and we'll do the same, so we'll add in ourselves a stair just on this one. And we'll knock out ourselves 1 block, and then we'll stick our slab on there like so. That is just for some more wall details and everything like that that goes there. Okay, before we do any more of that really confusing wall, let's take ourselves these materials and get the floor done. This way we can actually work within instead of going outside, and then we can sort of put the two together and try and match them up as best as possible. We'll take some bedrock again, some netherrack again, some chiseled stone brick blocks, bricks even, some smooth quartz slabs, some beacons, armor stands, steve heads, some iron chest plates and some spruce leaves as well. Having these materials will really help us out now. So let's firstly go to this side of the track and we can sort of knock out that wall, make everything looking how it should. We're going to follow the way of the pathway though. Well, dirt and stuff like that. So here we're going to stick ourselves a netherrack of course, and I'm going to knock these walls through, leaving the top one visible. Just like this, even over here. Because technically these don't even belong here. But it's best to just mark them out for now anyways. So over this way, we want to stick ourselves firstly what do we already have here? So we have ourselves these 2 bedrocks, that one. Okay, so behind this one, we're going to knock that block through. I want to stick ourselves a bedrock down here. We'll do a netherrack just in front, with a bedrock behind. 2 netherracks just in here. A bedrock and then a netherrack. 2 netherracks just in here. 2 bedrocks just in here. a netherrack, and a bedrock there. And now we're sort of on this first part of the layer over this way. We'll do netherrack in here, bedrock, bedrock, netherrack, netherrack, bedrock, bedrock. Oops, I might just change that to netherrack. And then this is kind of behind the scenes, so we're going to do ourselves just random blocks in here, because we don't really need to worry about this one too much. Because we can't see it from the track, because there's going to be sort of a small wall between, you know, the two areas, but that's fine. So we just do that for now. Now back to the visible section. Down this way, we're going to stick ourselves 2 more netherrack next to the bedrock. Then we'll do ourselves 2 more bedrock next to the netherrack. A netherrack, a bedrock, a netherrack, and a bedrock up here. Like so. Up here we'll do netherrack, netherrack, bedrock, bedrock, sorry, netherrack. And then we'll knock these blackstone through. And we're going to take ourselves, I'm going to knock these through as well. Just because I want to try and get this all done first, and then we'll come back to that. That was a silly mistake. So then we'll go ahead and place ourselves a bedrock here as well. Netherrack, netherrack, bedrock, netherrack, bedrock, netherrack, bedrock, and then we'll just do the same back here just randomly, because this is all behind the scenes once again. See how much easier this is. What? This is. What am I on? There we go. So yeah, that's looking great. Okay, phew. Good stuff, guys. Alright, that's brilliant. Now we can go to the other side. So let's just double check this one real quick. Always best to double check your work every now and again. Perfect. And now we have kind of the layout ready for where our blackstone is going to be. Now what I might do quickly is take some blackstone again and just remark everything out. So there's going to be one there. There's going to be a stair that goes here. Just there. There's going to be a block besides the stair to the right. And then there'll be blocks from this one all the way along to the open section just there. For now though, we'll grab our bedrock back and we'll get marking out some more of the track layout. So we'll come back down to the heads over this way. We want 2 bedrock in here. Netherrack, netherrack, bedrock, bedrock, netherrack, netherrack. Up here next to the pole, bedrock, netherrack, like so. In with the heads, woohoo! We're going to come next to this first lot of slab and block. We want to go diagonally up from it just here. And then we're going to go along for 1 just there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for each of the heads, like so. Perfect. As you can see, the wall is looking a bit shifty behind there. That is where we're going to need to place the heads first and then change it up afterwards. Next, take yourself smooth quartz slabs on top of these. Then we're going to replace the floor before we place anything else. For now though, stick beacons here, here and here. So 3 of these beacons. And then the floor in here is just going to be a mixture of bedrock and netherrack. Nothing fancy at all. So just remove all these grass blocks up to the pole. And then replace them with a combination of bedrock and netherrack in any order you guys like. Let's get this done. So there you have it. I've went with like more of a netherrack sort of feel here. Then I'm going to take myself my armor stands and I'll place one just next to the beacon here. Here, here and here. So all diagonally like so. The one on the far right is kind of dangling off, like the head is sort of half on the stand and half not on the actual ride. So what we're going to do is we're going to crouch or shift click and angle it so it looks like it's dancing, but it's actually going to be representing it falling off. So we'll just do the one like that sort of thing there. Maybe the other way around, like that. Although, that may look better because the other stand's there as well. So we'll do it that way around. So we want heads on every single one of these, of course. And then iron chest plates for the actual stand, like so. So when you're looking at it from track layer, you can't even see the bottom of their legs. Perfect. That looks so crazy and cool. Awesome, guys. Okay, the next thing to do is to go behind these. Excuse me. And you can place yourself some leaves next to everything. So I'm going to do a leaf just there. I'm going to do 2 leaves behind this guy. We'll do leaves behind every single one of these ones. A massive cluster of leaves up in this corner, like so. Even one there if you want. It's like this. Might just knock that one through. Then I'm going to stick myself a leaf just here. Yep, that looks pretty good. Might do a leaf up there as well. Then I'm going to go back to this side over here. Could try and stick myself leaves up the side of the wall like we were talking about earlier. So we've got those two there, that's fine. One there, one, two. Why not? Three, just like so. Scatter some up here as well. Like this. And I'll come back for the rest later. Looking good. Okay, good stuff. I'm just looking at this thinking I may have got ahead of myself thinking we'd get everything done today. Who knows, we may still have time. But there is a lot more than I expected, which I completely forgot about somehow. I'm going to do that one just there, moving that one there, and placing one just there. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, the next thing to do is we're going to take our blackstone again. So I'm going to pick block some just there, and build 2 blocks of blackstone just there to separate this area from the next. So it's going to be diagonal to the pillar. I'll take my bedrock back. I'll go into the next area along, and I'm going to build myself another combination of bedrock and netherrack for the floor in here. I'm going to start next to this one, and I'm going to build myself 2 lots of netherrack and a bedrock here. Bedrock back up here, netherrack, bedrock up there, netherrack in for these 2 just here. Pick blocking myself some blackstone again. Adding in myself 1, 2. Don't worry about the little gaps, we can fill those in afterwards. So that's 2 like so. Yep, and then I'll just fill that one in for now. Mark it out so it looks like it goes up this entire area. And then I'm going to take my bedrock back again. So we have these blocks just in here, that's fine. Knocking this one through, I'm going to add myself in some bedrock. Like that. Then I'm going to add myself some netherrack for these 2 next to it. There's going to be like a little sort of decoration thing at the back in this corner, so you can knock some of those blocks through. Maybe just leave the top one up there. So I'm just going to add some blocks in there. And then it comes back out the wall again, which we have this area just here already done. Wow, this is mental. This is so crazy. Like that. Whew, okay. Then we'll take some bedrock above ground here. So this is where we start our platform. We'll do netherrack here. And we want to actually build some barrels and I think it's a quartz block in here. So we'll leave those 3 empty. We'll build 2 more netherrack this way. 2 more bedrock. A netherrack. 2 more bedrock. Netherrack. Bedrock. And then a bit further down this way. 2 more netherrack. And oops. Swap that one up for a bedrock just there. Then I'm going to do netherrack, once again above the ground. And then we have into this corner. Crikey. Let's just go ahead and fill this in with random stuff once again. No technique involved, just going random. And most of it is hidden up by coral and everything else crazy around here anyways. I'm so sorry this one hasn't been the easiest of tutorials, guys. But I hope you're doing okay. You got this. Remember, just go your own direction. This is supposed to be really messy and disgusting looking, so you can really just go the craziest you like to. But we are getting there now. It's starting to take shape, which is good. It's just very, very much a nightmare. Okay, good stuff. Well, it is supposed to be a nightmare. A living nightmare. Okay, so here, by the way, if you want to pick block your blackstone once again, we can actually leave ourselves like a 4 block gap between the drums, which are going to be somewhere over here, and somewhere over, over here, and the next section along. So taking ourselves the blackstone stairs as well, I'm going to knock these off for a second. I'm going to build from the back wall here, so on this one, going along to the edge, going 1, curving back around, and then going straight back to the wall like so. Then I'm going to build 2 blocks of wall just here, with 2 up. And then I'm going to take my slab. I'm going to have to get a slab back from somewhere. Ooh, where's the slab? Here's one. And I'm going to stick my slab here, with a block behind it like so, and then that will go straight up into the wall. So that's all fine there. You can place another slab if you want to though. Then we go back obviously for the the section that's up here. In the gap here, what I've actually done is I built like a crack in the wall. So I built 2 blocks just there with a stair here, a stair upside down here, and a slab just there. Then I built blocks above it like this and knocked out these ones just there so we can have like a craggly sort of rock behind it once again with the dripstone. Over here, so 2 blocks to the right of the stair, 1, 2. I build myself another stair just here, or a slab, or whatever you want to go for. 2 black stone blocks there, a slab here, and that is kind of the small wall just there between the next section too. Okay, I think we're ready to decorate this section. I think. Oh gosh, this is so difficult, but I think we're getting there. Okay. So to start some decorations down this end over here, we take a monster spawner, some jungle trapdoors, some barrels, some spruce trapdoors, some dark oak wood stairs, some dark oak trapdoors, some dark oak wood slabs, some top snow, and finally a skeleton skull as well. Okay, we want to go ahead and firstly build the carriage over here. Similar to the one that we built in the sort of dining room and the ballroom, just over there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take our barrels first. 2 blocks inwards, so on the third one we'll build 2 lots of barrels, crouch and place 1 up here, crouch again and place 1 diagonally up from that previous one, preferably on its side, like so. Oops, let me fill that back in. Perfect. Then we're going to take ourselves 2 upside down stairs next to the underside of that barrel, monster spawners below those, and monster spawners in the far corner over there. We'll do folded down jungle trapdoors like so. Some top snow for 2 layers here, 2 layers here, and then we want to do ourselves a skull just over here. Now I am going to cheat a little bit and I'm going to build it in this space just there, because there kind of will be, you know, it needs to kind of be in here really, but I don't know what I've done, so I'm just going to go my own direction for this small section just here. It is right, but it's also slightly off from the wall. So I'm going to take some netherrack, stick it there, head in there, and then grab my snow and stuff backwards just there. Cool. Now I'm going to take my blackstone again and just kind of fill up around the corner here. Like that. Just trying to make it look as natural as possible. So difficult. But there we go. Okay, good stuff. Bear in mind this is going to be all filled up later anyway, so that's not a problem. So yeah, that looks good. The next thing to do is to go ahead and take yourself some upside down stairs on top of these monster spawners, which may be a bit awkward. You kind of have to go above and do it like that. We'll then take ourselves slabs in line with the monster spawners, and then we want to build ourselves blocks here, and blocks again, just above them. So you have that. We'll do ourselves dark oak trapdoors folded downwards with the hollowed out squares on the front, and then we'll do slabs above them. We'll do ourselves some spruce trapdoors on these 2 and that one just there. We'll also do one on this barrel down here by crouching or shifting. We then want to take ourselves some of these barrels again, and we can use them down in this section a little bit further towards this way. So actually next to the drummer, we're going to stick ourselves 2 on this side over here, 1 in this back corner over there, and then we'll come to next to this one, leaving a space and placing 1 just here, like so. Perfect. Let me just see if there's any more random ones, but I think that is it for this area. Looks like it. Good stuff. Alright, let's get some more materials. Now we'll take some blackstone wool, some bones. Geez, the bones look huge. Oh my goodness. Some item frames, some top snow and a skeleton skull again, some pillar quartz block, some chains, levers and some iron bars as well. Firstly, we're going to come ahead and finish this area up in here. We want to go ahead and take ourselves some of this wool. We're going to stick it next to this block here, item frame on top and to the front, with bones on both of these. We'll then come to this section in here, and we're going to place ourselves a top snow and skull. So we're going to go 3 top snow, 2 top snow, and a skull just diagonally on its side like so. Over on this sort of pole, we'll do ourselves a chain here with 2 pillar quartz blocks going downwards like so. And that way we can stick ourselves a skeleton skull on there and an arm with a lever just like so. You can also do one on the other side as well. Like so. Looks pretty crazy. We'll then do 3 even pillar quartz just there. 1 in the back here. And then 1 diagonally from the barrel just there. All of these will have skulls on. This one facing backwards as it's like a coffin. This one kind of diagonal like a coffin. And this one forward diagonal like a coffin again. Or even on its side. It is up to you guys how you want to do that one. For the drummer, you can do 2 normal skulls this way. 2 facing forward, diagonally on each side. 2 diagonally once again, facing forward. And then a normal straight one just like so. Cool. Then we want to take ourselves... let me just look at this real quick. Just to inspect. The iron bars. We're going to go ahead and build 1, 2, 3 blocks like so. 3 more forward. 2 more down to the right side. And 1, 2, 3 on the left side. So it kind of looks like a gate that has been rusted away and kind of sat open just there. That looks pretty cool. Okay, I think we're ready to get some more materials. Yep, let's go for it. Okay guys, so we're going to grab ourselves the blackstone materials again. We'll grab a slab of blackstone, blackstone block, blackstone stairs, an armor stand, a skeleton skull, the 2 leather tunic and the leather pants in white like we did before. So if you want to refer back to part 11 for those, please be my guest. We'll grab some spruce trapdoors, some cobwebs, and then we're going to use these to help us mark everything outwards. So we're going to take our spruce trapdoors first. We'll stick 1 just here. We're going to go ahead and go to the inner side over this way. We're going to stick 1 cobweb just... I think it's just going to be... Well, there's going to be definitely 1 here. And then we'll sort the other one out in a second. We'll go down here into the space next to the heads. Taking an armor stand, we'll go to this one just here. I'm going to stick ourselves an armor stand down there. I know it's going to be a little bit hard to see, but that's okay at the moment. It's kind of going to be next to the pillar, but behind it a little bit. We then want to do one just up there, stood on top. And I might even move that one just a block forward, like here for example. It's even more difficult to see. We're going to angle this one so it's kind of pointing upwards, like so. And the same with this one. We'll stick ourselves the skeleton skulls and then the leather armor on both of these like so. Brilliant. We can then take another cobweb next to that one, just like so, and then 1 down from that one as well. We're then going to go ahead and build the other side, so over here in the space. Taking our blackstone, we'll go next to the pillar that we sort of marked out just here. We'll build ourselves a block, a block, a block, a block. So we have ourselves 4 of these so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to need a 5th one up here. And the 5th one will go onto a wall up here. Just like so. Just double checking. Don't want to mess up again. I'm going to do 1 in here instead. Like this. And then do my wall just here. Yeah, that makes total sense. Okay. I'm so sorry guys. I just don't want to mess up. I'm being as careful as I can. But it is very, very difficult, this section. So do that in there like so instead. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, we're going to do slabs on these ones. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is going to be a wall. That goes up just to there, and you can even do 1 block up there. We will go inwards. And we want to build in the middle. So the 5th one on here. We're going to stick ourselves a block. You can either take netherrack or something like that. You can even build blackstone in here. And stick yourself your armor stand on there. Just so you can see this skeleton. We're going to do ourselves it looking forward like it's a zombie. Kind of like that. And then we'll do ourselves skeleton. And then the leather armor on top. We'll come inwards to the inside of this area. You can take yourself some barrels if you want to. Anything like that that can look like, you know, a coffin. I'm going to knock out some of these blackstone behind. So these 1, 2, 3s. build blackstone behind these two for like an extra bit of the wall, like so. I'm going to place myself chains from the top downwards. So for that I'm going to just pick block from my armor stand, going straight the way down behind that guy, like so. Then I'll grab my barrels, and I'll place one just about here, oops, on its side if possible. And then I'm going to take myself my pillar quartz and I'll build one just here. Now then I'm going to take my spruce trapdoor and go around the blocks that are visible here, just so that we don't have anything too much on show. Now I will have to knock out this wall, but then I'll build it again just in here, knocking out that one, and then I'm going to take my spruce trapdoor behind here. Oops, I accidentally just put the trousers on. Like so. And then I can place myself two, this is a bit awkward this one, not going to lie, trapdoors that are going to fold upwards. So what I'm going to do is have to place a block for a second, get it to go like that. Same over here. Just so it looks way more like a coffin, like so. And then we'll do our skeleton skull on there, and we'll knock out that wall as well, like so. Stick in the trapdoor there, and then maybe one on top of that barrel, like that. Wonderful. Okay, now again, once everything's in here, like all the details of the vines and whatnot, it will look way cooler. But for now, that's looking not too bad on its own. Over here, I'm going to knock this wall out. I'm going to add it behind. I'm going to add myself in a bedrock just there. And then I'm going to stick myself a spruce trapdoor on top of it. And then maybe one diagonal just there as well. Now I'm going to come to this side over here where we have this wall that we said about. This is just going to be a pillar on the end there. We're going to leave a 2-block gap for the wall. I'm going to take ourselves blackstone again, 1, 2, 3 blocks along, a stair on this one, a slab on this one, and a stair on this one. Then I'll do myself 2 slabs here. Sorry, 1 slab, or a block even, a stair just here, a slab just here, a block on top of that slab, a stair backwards from that one, and a block just there. Very, very odd looking wall, I know. And we'll fill that in. And here you can just knock out this wall and actually connect it to that wall just there. Like so. There we go. Much better. Cool. That's starting to look really good actually. I'm pleased with that. So over here, let's just add in a 3-block wall just here, including that step on the end. Just building that up. And then over on this side is a small gap just next to this area. So above this step, I'm going to replace that one with a slab. And then I'm going to stick myself a stair on this one. And then I'll build a block down from the top. I'm going to knock that block through, and then we have a little gap in there. That will be for some dripstone, so you can actually knock these blocks through if you want to. Add in blocks to anchor the dripstone too, and then surround that one just there to kind of seal it up, so you have nothing in there. And that can also be some dripstone just in there too. We can sort that out afterwards though. I know this is so confusing, guys. I really hope you're doing okay. And don't worry, you are. Like I said, you can do this whichever way you want to, and it'll look awesome still. There we go. We'll fill in the dripstone as a last step. Let's take a spruce trapdoor here, and then one just here. And then backtracking along the section, going to here in the middle of these 3 for one trapdoor. One on the end here. And yeah, that looks pretty perfect. Brilliant stuff. Okay, I'm going to go back to this side just to check everything over. Ah, there are quite a lot of cobwebs in the part of the track with, well, this side of the track really. So we're going to do one cobweb just here. We're then going to do one the other side just up there, or even just next to the block and slab like that. Then we'll do one up here. Then we'll go right the way to behind the bone in that lot. We'll do 4. We'll do another one here and here. Knock off that one, so it's now 3. One down here. And then I'm going to do myself a couple more over the carriage. So I'm just going to do one sort of up in that back section, just to make it look really dirty and grotty at the back there. Behind the drummer, by the way, we're going to add in just some vines and whatnot, so you don't need to worry about that space. But yeah, that's really looking good. I think we're ready to get some new materials. Although one thing I recommend before doing that is go behind your statues, your head statues, and just break out 2 block layers like so, all the way along to the iron bars. So don't break these ones, just keep them normal. And then replace the ones at the bottom here with just randomly placed steps and slabs. So like this. Nothing very cool at all, but it'll look awesome once it's done. And then just place steps like this so it's jagged. And then when you look at it from this side, it's going to look really cool and jagged. Yeah, that looks awesome. I might just replace some of these though. Take that one out. Maybe place a step in there. Like so. Take out that one. Place a slab up there. Kind of change this one up a little bit from my original. But that looks cool. And then behind it, you can stick yourself the blocks to anchor your blackstone to. Sorry, your dripstone to later on. And we'll come back to that in a moment. Oh, voice break. Okay, let's get some final materials. Oh my goodness. So all that is left to do, guys, is you take these materials here. Some vines, some dead tube coral fan, some dead fire coral, some glow lichen, some pointed dripstone, some shroom lights, some blackstone again, armor stand, and a skeleton skull. You're also going to need a few little details in a second, but I'll show you that once we get into the armor stand. That's going to be our final step. Now then, the first thing you want to do is you want to come down to where your heads are. And we're going to just add in like a bunch of different vines and make it look like it's in a garden. This is the only section in the entire ride that we make look like a garden on the inside, if that makes sense. So we're just going to make this area with the leaves and everything like that. Now if you want to take some more cobwebs as well and just add them on this side, feel free to do that. I'm going to not worry about that for a second though. I'm going to add in mostly just vines like this. I'm going to try and get them to go over the section here that I'm trying to build next. And once they grow, they'll of course come down from the ceiling and make it look really overgrown and awesome. But it is a bit difficult to get to that stage because, well, the leaves have to grow, the vines have to grow on their own, and obviously that is a waiting game. We'll do some, like a ton of coral just everywhere, just to make it look super, just dead really. There's no other word to describe it, just try and make it look as dead as possible. Even on the back of here if you want to. Coral goes in every single space that we have left. You want no exposed blocks, well hardly any, if possible. Like this, on this side as well. Just coral absolutely everywhere you look. Glow lichen on the floor if you want that too. Don't stop just because you think, ah, that's too much. There's never too much in this tutorial, I promise you. Glow lichen goes up every single wall as well, inside and out. Remember, this is the dirtiest section of the ride, so you can make it look as terrible as you like, basically. On here as well, coral in this section too. Oops, watch out for your snow, that is the only thing to watch out for. There we go. Grab my coral back, and just be careful to place it around that skeleton. Oops, the snow. I think some snow got destroyed there. That's my bad. Like so. Try and keep the snow low in areas where you think that, sorry, not snow. The coral low in areas you think you need to see something on ground level. So like here, it would be dumb to place some, you know, dead fire coral because we can't really see certain elements of the ride that we want to, like this skeleton, for example. So just keep everything, you know, in sort of order. Here we're going to stick some more vines in between the glow lichen. Not too many, but just enough, because they are quite green. We don't want too many up on here, but we can have some more sort of this way. Glow lichen too. Glow lichen is awesome because it can go on both sets of walls. It doesn't have like a stopping sort of area, which is awesome. That looks good. And then you can also stick it on leaves, which is even more cool. Remember to get this wall done too. Like this. Try not to go too heavy with it. like I've just been doing, because we do want still some areas that are going to be mostly just leaves and greenery. So maybe over here we just keep it all vines. And then once you have enough coral placed everywhere, not on the track of course, you can come back to the outside areas where you have like certain gaps poking through, and you can take yourself some of your blackstone and then anchor the dripstone to the top of it to fill in these spaces just here. Try and get them to come right the way down so you don't have to, you know, carry on making new things. And then if you take a look from the front, that looks awesome. Stick some streamlights underneath just so you have a little bit of glowingness to it. Try and build that one up a bit more if I can. There we go. And then yeah, that's pretty much the end of this build. The end of this decorating anyways. Like that. Try and change that one up a bit. There we go. These areas you can surround them just so that they don't look too bare, I guess. Because they are small holes, but you're going to be able to see this from the track, and you don't really want too many areas to look not really filled in. And now if we look from the front of this one, it shouldn't look too bad. No, that looks pretty cavey. Still a little bit of grass poking through. We do not want to see grass down here. Grass is too kind, and we're trying to make this look evil. There we go. And then just look for any big spaces, like of course behind the heads. Very important to get the dripstone going down on every single one of these. Just spam it as much as you want to get these to come to the bottom. Like this. And yeah, you can just go for hours with this. No right or wrong way of doing this. Just remember that, guys, because then you can go your own direction with it, and then not worry if you're like, oh no, mine doesn't look the same as Wheels. Then don't panic. That is the whole idea. That is what we want. If it looked too similar to mine, it would probably look even worse than it's supposed to, which is not good actually. So go your own direction, definitely, and just keep going until you're happy with it. Until you're happy with it as well. Like, you're the builder, you got to be happy with your own work. So just keep that in mind. I'm just going to do some streamlights under there. That looks kind of craggy, and it doesn't look overly craggy, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. So I'm just going to build like an encasing for this now, which we haven't done yet anyways for any of the rest of the stuff. But whilst I'm here, I may as well just do it. Because we will be getting this done. Like in sort of the last tutorial of the Phantom Manor ride, we will be sort of adding in casings for every single part of dripstone and, you know, all the other bits and pieces we need to do. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But that looks cool. That looks really cool. And yeah, that's it. Finally, all that's left to do is, before I put some more coral in here, just realised it was a bit bare. Cool. Hopefully those vines will grow down as well. We're going to stick ourselves an armor stand here with a skeleton skull on. I'm going to angle the armor stand so it's kind of holding one arm up in the air like so. I'm going to go ahead and make some black leather armor, which all we need to do for that is we need to grab ourselves a cauldron from way down here, some water, some black dye, or an ink sac, and then we just need to grab ourselves a leather tunic and leather pants. Cauldron down, water in, ink sac in, leather dyed. We stick it on our drummer just over here. It can even be black or grey. And then we just take ourselves a bone for a drumstick, and the man can go ahead and smash some drums. Awesome. There we have it. That is how to build Phantom Manor's ride in Minecraft. Part 12. I did forget to mention part 12 of the Phantom Manor ride in Minecraft. Not the end just yet, unfortunately. But we are getting there. We're making insane progress with each and every episode. Guys, look at this one. You can see that what I've done here is just kind of smothered it all in vines, even on this side too. So you can kind of do opposite the heads as well with the greenery look. But the rest of the thing, if you look this way, it is, well, apart from vines along there, it's mostly just like coral and everything like that. So yeah, go for it. Go ahead and change it up however you want to. Make it your own, and just make it look really cool. I wish you all the best. But But thank you so much for watching this very, very tricky tutorial. I'm so sorry that was so much hard work. If you did enjoy it though, or if you could do me a huge favour and just drop a like on it, that would be really helpful and just awesome to see. If you're interested in some easier tutorials from this series coming soon, I promise, there will be more coming this way that are going to be much more simpler because we have buildings to do and it's going to be awesome to finally get some stuff done. And a train, which I love trains. So if you're interested, definitely join the Assassinhood today for free by subscribing. That would be epic. Until the next time, guys, I wish you all the very best with your builds and the rest of your week. Take good care. Please follow me up on my social medias if you haven't already. All the links are in the description. And yeah, I will see you for part 13. Ooh, an unlucky number. Coming very soon. Take care. Goodbye for now.